Hello, and welcome back to Broerman Farmstead. We're going to hook up the 185 that we're borrowing to our rake. We're going to rake our hay. My little helper, there he is, already getting on the tractor. He's going to stay home today and help me. Here, I'll help you. I'll help you. Here. Oh, we got the rake all hooked up? Now we're going to start heading out to the field. Well, before we rake, we're at least going to check this hay out, see what it looks like. This is the hay that we had tedded out. So we're probably going to end up raking this together, taking two rake swaths and combining them into one. And all I want to do is just make sure that the dew's off, which definitely seems to be. We rake this up now. Be the first field. It's probably our thickest field. Rake this up now, and then probably early afternoon we should be able to come back out here and start baling this. And one more thing before we get started, I'm actually going to make this rake just a little bit wider, which doesn't take much. It's just a matter of moving this pin over a hole or two, and we're just going to move it over one. All right, let's go rake. Well, we just finished raking the first field here, which is one at the farm. We've got about 6 more fields to rake, ranging from 1 acre to 3 acres. I'm not going to bring you along for that, but we'll bring you back here when we start baling this. So, we'll see you in a minute. Well, good news and bad news. The good news is the hay is looking really good, and my neighbor Matt has his son out baling all of our small fields. But the bad news is it's nearly 5:30 now, and the hay stopped drying. I tried coming out into the field here at the farm, tried putting up little bales at that point, and it was too wet, about 22 to 24% moisture. The rows felt really good, but there would be a little bit of green in them yet. So I went and took the time while I was waiting for it to dry longer, went and talked to a local retail location to maybe sell some of our eggs to, which that conversation went really well. But when I got back, tried the hay again, it still wasn't dry. So I've given it 2 more hours, and I'm still not getting dry hay. Not dry enough, at least for me to feel safe putting them up in little bales into the barn. We're running 17.5 is the best I've seen, but we're still hitting 18, 19.6, and 20% moisture in almost every single one of these bales. My baler I don't have acid on, so I can't even apply any kind of treatment to try to keep the hay, and I'm just not going to chance it. I won't mind having some round bales sitting around here. Actually, my one of my cousins is going to end up buying a decent amount of these round bales off of me, which work out for me. I don't have to store them. It is what it is. I'm not too upset. We get one more cutting this year, and we get one more chance to make some little bales. And really, at this point, the only reason I wanted to make little bales on this cutting, because I have 2 local customers who will buy hay off me throughout the year, and I had talked to them this last year about maybe just each of them taking a wagon load of hay and storing it in their building on the ground. That way they don't have to come as often to get hay and make it easier on themselves. So I really only wanted to put up enough bales for them, and I was going to round bale the rest of this field. So we'll try to make some little bales again on the next cutting, and if it doesn't work out, then I guess that's just what it is for the year. Our barn's already pretty much full, so I'm already happy. I've got the amount of hay up there I want, and that'll be all right with me. So we'll put the pickup up, put a little pin in to keep that from coming down, and we'll take this up to the barn. Hey, you two, what are we doing? You don't know what we're doing?
We're making hay bales.
We're making hay bales now, aren't we? Yep, he's making round bales. Yeah. So, we're watching someone else make hay right now. It's a neighbor. What happened was the hay didn't dry yesterday, and I couldn't get it dry enough to little bale. Well, we don't have acid or anything on the baler, so I couldn't make it with ours. I asked them to come with the round baler and check it again, and well, within the half hour to 45 minutes till they finally got here after finishing a couple of our other small fields, the moisture out here went from about 18% to 22 to 26, and the moisture and the kind of dew was settling in. Sun had faded, we had overcast skies, and just it wasn't getting drier, it was actually getting wetter. So we decided to stop, but there's rain in the forecast for today, and this morning there was no dew. We kind of at that point made the decision that we're going to end up making this as wet hay and tube wrapping this last field, because I'd rather have good quality hay than mediocre to no hay at all. We've got one shower of rain already today that was about 1/10. So we're out here baling some really nice wet hay. We're supposed to get 2 more showers today, so unless I was going to let this sit for another 2 or 3 days, dry out, spread it back out, there's going to be some really poor quality hay. So we're going to go ahead, do this. I've already called my buddy up who's got a wrapper. We'll probably wrap this the next day or two and put up some decent quality hay versus no hay at all. So that's where we're at right now. Got them out there round baling it, and we'll be picking these bales up, and that's what we're doing on third cutting. So there's 4 bales in one of the fields I want to pick up. Most of the outlying fields, the hay got baled dry, except one field where it's wet, but not wet enough. And I want to pick them up and bring them back so I can feed them to the cows. That field, the hay was baled at 30% moisture, which is too wet to keep, but also not wet enough to put into a tube wrap or wrap them and then silage them. So we're just going to bring those 4 back, feed them right to the cows, and make them disappear as quickly as we can. That's some beautiful grass hay down here off of one of the properties that we bale. Just such a shame that they got baled wet. We'll put this bale in the bed of the pickup truck, that way they have a little extra traction. This old 2-wheel drive Dodge doesn't have much for ass end weight. It'll spin out pretty quick. If I have the gooseneck on it, moving bales around like this, no problem. we finish unloading those 4 bales, we're gonna go out and start picking up as many of these bales out in the field as we can. And it kind of looks like rain's coming in. So we'll see how far we get. Now, just like that, we've got our first load already. I've got 8 on the trailer, 1 in the bed of the truck, and 1 on the tractor. So that's 10 on the first trip. There's roughly 22 bales out there, give or take a couple. So 2 in a partial trip should get her done. Load 1's already unloaded. I already let Jordan know yesterday that there's a good chance that we're gonna be wrapping some bales. So he's aware. I'm not sure what day's coming out in the next day or 2 or so, but we're gonna go and get these wrapped as soon as we can. That way they make some really nice, good quality hay. Well, and that's all of them now. We got 10 on the bed of the wagon, 1 in the back of the truck, and a little bale on here. And that's all of them now. Oh, starting to spin out. Oh, just give him just a little push. It's just a slight hill here. And, yep. Sky the tractor loving dog. And he doesn't need my help anymore. That was nice of my dad to be able to come out here today and give me a couple hours of help here just to move these bales, get them off that field before it rains again, and makes it sloppy to move these. We get all the bales picked up?
Yeah.
Oh, at least all the ones here at the farm. We'll go get a semi tomorrow and pick up the rest of them. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me too.
And we need to wrap them up.
You're right. Maybe we could get Jordan to come out here and wrap these up in the next day or 2. And we'll be done with 3rd cutting. Well, Jordan and I just talked on the phone a little bit ago, and he had time yet today, and we both decided it'd be best to try to get these wrapped before it rains. So he's here already. We're gonna start wrapping right now. Well, fast forward a little bit. I'm at my cousin's now. I'm gonna go check on our bull Brutus because he's over here spending some time with his heifers and cows. And then we're gonna pick up one of his semis and flatbeds and bring it back to our place and load it up with some of those dry round bales and bring it back here for him. There's my boy Brutus back there in the corner. So after Brutus spent some time with our heifers, decided there was not much of a reason for him to stay around our farm for the next couple months, he might as well come over here, visit my cousin's cattle, and have some fun with them too. So he's been here for about a month now, so hopefully after the next month or 2, we can pull him off of these girls, and hopefully he did his job and they're bred. we'll find out later on. Hopefully it makes some really good looking calves. So Alan wants me to go ahead and unhook this maroon Peterbilt from that flatbed and hook that green Volvo up to it and take that back home so we can load that up with bales. So we got a little work to do. We got to put the landing gear down this trailer, unhook the air, the trailer, and he's got a belt trailer hooked up to that Volvo right now, so we're gonna have to swap that over to this, and then we can get back to our farm. Well, there's the big oof himself. And Alan's making it easy on me by already unhooking it from the belt trailer and getting it hooked up to the flatbed. So we should be able to get out of here pretty soon. That green Tupperware torpedo, stole that from Charlie Trucker. But yeah, we got that truck back here. We're gonna load up them bales tomorrow. So yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, which is now. Well, Sean just got out here after work. He's gonna drive the loader tractor around. I'm gonna drive the semi because I have a CDL and he doesn't. Well, Sean beat me down here and he's already gathering bales. Pretty sure we only got about 22 bales, 48-foot trailer. We've got plenty of room. Should be able to fit a lot more than 22 bales on here, but it's my cousin's trailer and he's the one getting the bales, and this just makes it all easier and gets it done in one trip instead of multiple. Well, we've got all the bales loaded up and we're back to the farm. My cousin Alan will come in the next couple of days and pick his semi and then bales up and we'll be rid of them. So that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We can do a lot here, but we can't grow this channel without your help. Thank you. and have a good day.